You know, the phrase lifetime low has such a strong negative connotation to it, but then that really seems to be the guru mantra that the Indian currency has been living by since the month of February this year, ever since Russia decided to invade Ukraine. It's been one lifetime low after another, and now the Indian rupee has hit the 27th lifetime low against the US dollar. Of course, this has large ramifications. Indians working and earning in US dollars may be rejoicing for one because they get more rupees every time they repatriate their hard-earned money. But I suspect the number of people in India feeling the pinch of the declining currency is much higher. The ones who are really getting the raw end of the stick, though, in the bargain, are students studying abroad or are about to fly or for the fall intake. How does it hit them? Let me explain through an example. Take, for example, $40,000 as the cost of education for one semester. At the start of this year, 2022, the rupee was at 73.8 versus the US dollar. So that means an Indian student looking to go to the United States and live the American dream, so to speak, would have to pay around 29.5 lakh rupees as college fees at that exchange rate. Now you need roughly 80 rupees to buy a single US dollar. That means the cost of education in one semester goes up to 32 lakhs. That's a steep incline of 2.5 lakh rupees from the cost in February to now in the month of July 2022, which is less than 6 months. We spoke about cost of education, but the other big outgo for education abroad, of course, is the cost of living, accommodation, food, and the like. Now let's consider 9,000 US dollars as the average cost of living for a year. Again, in February, when the dollar cost was rupees 73.8, that cost came up to around 6,64,000 rupees. But once again, with the Indian rupee now at 80, that cost deals another body blow. The cost of living now goes up to 7,20,000 rupees, which is about 56,000 rupees compared to what you expected to pay when the new year set in. So if you do a rough back of the envelope calculation, compared to January, today a student will have to shell out almost 10% more to go and study in the US, in Canada, or an equivalent country because of this sharp rise in the strength of the US dollar and, of course, the consequential decline of the Indian currency. And in keeping with the volatile times that we live in, education loans have been coming at a higher interest rate too. And from reports that we've been poring over, the number of scholarships, they've reduced significantly, and that makes it a rather tough scenario for students seeking an education abroad.